Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Barber back again. I want to say what's up to all the subscribers out there. Today is Friday. It's 9:31. I'm on my way to get some to refill my dog's prescription. Unfortunately, my dog was diagnosed with cancer, and it's the same cancer that my son had, and we're dealing with it. We don't know how much time he has, but we're trying to make his life as comfortable as possible. But regardless, I don't mean to start off with that, but I really want to just talk about how in life you have to you just got to keep pushing, man. You're gonna go through your storms, you're gonna go through your ups and downs, but that's gonna help you learn and help you grow. That's the price. You're leveling up, and things will happen, but they're gonna strengthen you up, man. And that's what I can say from my experience. Like I say, every time I share stuff with you guys, is because I've had a conversation with God, and I talk about it, and then I want to share it because I want to reach to the people out there. There's already plenty of videos of barbers teaching you how to cut and how to do designs and how to market, and I'm trying to help you with your mental, helping you to cope with life, and I feel like that's what I'm good for right now, because I just overcame so many things in this last. We all did. I'm not the only one. We all overcame a lot of things, a lot of obstacles, and I just want to share my experiences with people and let it be true, genuine, and organic. Not I don't want to conceive it out of the likes or the views or anything like that. I don't care about all that stuff, man. I just want to reach people and make a difference. But yeah, man, sometimes you let your emotions get the best of you, and you make decisions based on that. Everything that happens in your life happens for a reason, and I know I shared this already with what your perception of things are and why it's important. Everybody that you may call friend is not your friend, and everybody that is part of your family is not gonna be your family, and that's just the way it is. Not that they do that deliberately. I think a lot of people have their mind and their thoughts are all about self right now, and there's a lot of people out there that are just worried about getting the bag and do that at all costs. No loyalty, no, I gotta do what's best for me, I'm first, me kind of mentality, and no one's really looking out for each other. No one has the mentality of let's get there together so we can be stronger, and if we lose together, and if we win together. A lot of people don't have that mentality, man, and unfortunately, I have a good heart, man. I care about people. I try not to put that out there like that, but I'm saying I've experienced a lot of people taking advantage of me because I care so much. It's like they use it to their advantage, where at my barbershop, for instance, there's people that didn't have daycare for their kids, or they didn't have a parent to take care of them, and they didn't want to pay for daycare because daycare is, $35, $45 a day, or drop off. I don't know what it is, man. My kids are grown, but I know that there's a fee if you drop them off for that day. And maybe they don't trust the people there. Regardless, as a business, when you're open a barbershop and people bring their kids to work, I understand if it's an emergency, but then for them to do it all the time, then I'm like, wait a minute, are you not wanting to pay somebody so you can profit more? Or are you doing this because it's an emergency and you really didn't plan well, or you don't have so many, relatives or somebody that you really trust? Because I know nowadays, man, it's scary to leave your kids with people. But simple fact is that when you're running a business, you have to keep it business. It's not if you have a break room like I did, people would bring their kids and leave them in the break room unsupervised. Kids would make a mess. Of course, they're kids. I'm not blaming the kids. But it's just like, look, it's a business. So by me caring, because I'm like, I understand, bro. Like, just, don't let it happen too often, because, this is a business. And they didn't want to pay. To me, that's how I saw it. As a businessman, I'm like, you don't want to pay that fee of daycare. So you're putting it on the barbershop. Now, if your child gets hurt in my barbershop, then my insurance has to take care of it. If they're in a room with the door closed and one of the barbers or one of the customers sneaks in, I don't know, man. Like I just know that I don't want to be held responsible. So, but that's the thing. The barber probably didn't think that, because they're thinking like a barber. They're not thinking like an owner. They're not thinking like a business, person. They're thinking about like, man, what's a quick fix for this? How can I fix this situation that I'm in? Well, I don't have to lose. Let me just bring my kid to work, I don't have to pay for daycare. I don't have to pay anybody to take care of my kid. And then when I leave home, I don't have to drive somewhere, go pick them up. The convenience. And it's like, come on, man. You got to think for your brother. If you want someone to say, you know what, that's my brother right there. I look out for him. He looks out for me. You really gotta think like that, man. Like, I can't take advantage of my friend or whatever. So that's the way I see it, and that's the way it should be when you're really trying to do what's best for. I'm already here at the vet's office. When you're trying to do what's best for you and your barbers or your friends or whoever it is, we're all, we are going through stuff. I know that, man, and I do care about people, but business is business, and I had to pick up all the pieces after these people decided, you know what, man, I know Joe did all this stuff for me, and they probably never thought this, but I'm just saying, like, in my mind, I see them like, I know Joe looked out for me and he took a lot of L's for me, but I have a better situation over here, so I'm gonna just dip on him and leave the broken pieces there. Like, I took a lot of losses, they either took time off, they didn't pay rent when COVID happened. I didn't charge people rent. I took that L for those months that we were out, and that's covering all expenses. That's the rent, that's covering insurance, that's covering just everything that comes along with having. And then I lost, so I made money off of the shop. The shop is different, and then me personally, what I make weekly on my own money, I lost that as well. So I lost 2 sources of income when my shop closed down, and that it is what it is. So I learned a lot from it. But I'm saying this to say this, that you have to be a businessman all the way around, and you have to be conscious about who you allow to be in your life, whether it's family or not. Everyone doesn't know what you're going through, and it's not about being selfish. It's about being righteous, man, like to yourself and to other people. I don't mind helping people. And if I make that decision where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to help you and I don't want nothing back, that's my decision. But don't force me into something like it's happening in front of me. And how am I going to feel like you're in front of me and I feel like people are doing it and they don't know or they don't realize, or maybe they do and they're just trying to butter you up and use that against you. So I feel like I've been taken advantage of in that way. So if people do that to you, just know that it's just gonna strengthen you up to be a better businessman. And I feel like a lot of barbers out there, you got to think about that, about the owner as well, because and depending what relationship y'all have, and if you're doing commission or you're doing booth rent, because remember, you got to treat your booth rent, it's like your apartment. Doesn't matter how many hours you sleep there, doesn't matter how many days or whatever you're there, the rent is still the same. And that's the same thing. And if you get sick or whatever, you got to plan ahead. That's your responsibility. That's part of being an adult. You have to have money saved for a rainy day, whether it's, getting sick or whether it's taking time off because, you're going to have a baby or what. That's your responsibility. But at the same time, I tell myself, like, I need to teach my guys and girls, like, look, I'm going to teach you right now that everything's good. I'm going to teach you, be ready for the storm that's coming. Because there's always a storm coming, man. There's always a storm coming, and you got to take it as a lesson learned. And that's part of life, dude. You're gonna face stuff, and you don't give up. I faced a lot of adversity, and there's days when I wanted to give up, and I'm like, you know what, man, it's not worth being an owner. I'd rather just rent booth and make my money and do what I want to do and just be on my own. But that's me being selfish. I'm like, you know what, God gave me this ability and this opportunity to be able to reach more people and be real. I'm not here for the likes. I'm not here for, I don't care about the status. I care about people, but I want to teach everyone out there, that is a barber or going to be an owner or any entrepreneur that, this is why I put these videos out, my, Joe's 2 cents. And it may matter to some people. Some people don't care, man. They don't really, and it's fine. It's not for everybody. But I really want to just express what's happening in my life in real time, the things that I've gone through, and just share that knowledge. But like I said, man, not everyone's going to see your vision. Not everyone's going to feel your pain. And sometimes you're going to have to deal with that. And those are the losses and the lessons that you're going to have to just go through. But you just got to trust God, man. Trust in God and trust in what vision he gave you. I say be fair, but be fair to yourself. Because at the end of the day, man, when a lot of the barbers took off that were at my shop that I've helped and looked out for, and they didn't see the vision or they got scared or whatever, that once I told them like, oh, I'm gonna open a barber college, they're, oh man, I'm gonna dip, you know, I don't know, I'm gonna be able to cut. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna open it tomorrow. I'm not gonna open it. But we never had that sit down. You know, one of the barbers, and he's a cool guy, but I'm just saying, like, when he left me, I'm like, nah, man, I looked out for you, and you know, you don't always come in on time. You don't always leave. You're not looking out for the best interest of the shop. You just want to use the shop, and that's fine if we have that agreement where, you know what, man, I'm just gonna pay my rent. Let me come and go as I please. But then you're not part of the team, and you don't have access to me the way everybody else does. And that's the thing, because you're not helping me grow. You're just there, and it's cool. Like, there's some people that you're gonna have to be like that with. Where they're just there, like they're just there to, hey man, don't bother me. I'm gonna pay my rent on time, no issues, and that's cool. You know, have a little bond. But I know there's people out there that want more. You know, I want growth. I want to learn. Teach me. You know, I want to be great. Those are the people that I'm searching for. Those are the people that I want to help. You know. But anyways, when he decided to leave, I was like, damn, you know, it just happened so fast, and I'm like, well, and it was, you know, about six barbers left like that. And it's just like, they don't contribute to growing. Like, they don't water the plants, but they want to see the fruit. And that's the part that I don't like. They want to go to a yard that's already green. And it's like, oh, well, I can maintain this grass now because it's already green. All the hard work's already been done. But there's no pride in that. And there's no bond in that, man. It's just like, you know, I don't know how long that's going to last or whatnot. And maybe some people, that's what they need and that's how they operate. So that's another reason why I say just be careful who you call your friends and be careful who you call your family, and just deal with the situations that come at hand and make smart decisions. Learn about business, learn about saving money, learn about investments, and don't think that barbering is just the only way you can make bread. I mean, I know you can make YouTube videos, you can make money on Instagram, you can partner up with companies, reach out to them, you can be educators. But it's gonna take a lot of work. A lot of being organized, and a lot of professionalism. A lot of barbers out here in San Antonio, they don't know about professionalism. They don't even know how to speak to customers. They don't know how to look at somebody in the eye, shake hands. They don't know how to communicate properly. As far as like just person-to-person ethics. Like, it's just some stuff that you don't say. You know, yes ma'am, no ma'am, having manners, that kind of stuff. And like, there's just a lot of barbers that don't know how to do that. And I don't blame them. I just blame their upbringing or other people that have taught them. I know a lot of barber colleges here in San Antonio are not teaching professionalism. They're like, hey man, just come through. We're going to show you, you know, we're going to have fun. I'm your friend. You know, just make sure you pay. And like, bro, you're not helping these people grow. We've already hired 3 people. I'm almost fully staffed at my shop. I got 1 chair open. And there was a point when there was only 4 of us. And now there's going to be, you know, 11 of us. So when we didn't have all the people, I was covering the rent and all that out of pocket, and it sucked. It really sucked, because I hate living check to check. I hate feeling like that. And when you're paying the overhead 60% of your income, or I mean, I don't want to say 60%, it's greater than that, but if you're making $1,500, $1,300 a week and it's all going to bills, that sucks, because you're busting your butt to make the money, and then it's going to, you know, the shop. But I'm gonna say this, after I say that, I say this: when I had a full shop, when I had about 16 people working, that's when the shop wasn't so spread out because of COVID, I was making a great amount of profit, and it was a happy time. And oh, look at our shop, we're successful, we have 100 walk-ins come in on Fridays, blah blah blah. Great, it was great. But then after COVID, everything went down. So you got to take the good with the bad. I don't want to just say that being an owner is a bad thing. It takes a lot of organization. Like, you have to organize yourself daily and keep yourself accountable, and teach the rest of the barbers to be accountable. And you gotta, you know, each one teach one mentality, and not about, oh man, I'm gonna get the bag, I'm gonna do what's best for me. No, you gotta think like, man, let's do what's best for we, and work together. Give people the option to do something, and then, all right, man, if it doesn't work, then you can make your own decision, you know, and learn. But I want to reach y'all out there, man, everyone that's a barber entrepreneur, and let y'all know that life is tough. You're gonna go through things, but don't give up, and teach yourself, man. Teach yourself how to be more responsible, how to be a professional, how to make decisions that are gonna help you. Of course, don't do anything that's gonna hurt you, and don't ever do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. But don't take advantage of people, man. I do believe in karma. I feel like what you do to people, it's gonna come back to bite you in the butt, good or bad. And I try to live my life like that, man. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without my spouse, and I give her a lot of credit, man, because God put a special person in my life. And every day I got to push forward for her. I got to push forward for me. I got to push forward for my kids, and I got to push forward for my barbers and my cosmetologists and my customers, man. Like all of this it's a lot of people that rely solely on me being strong. So all the obstacles that I've come, to grow in, I've been through some bad stuff, man. I grew up in a real bad neighborhood, in the Alazan Courts, the 78207 area. I've been shot at, man. I've been beat up. I've been beat up by the police. I've had guns pulled out on me, like to my face. I've had all types of stuff, man. Even when I was a kid, I've been abused. I've been all that stuff, man. I had a lot of anger towards the world, and I hated people. And, that also, in my upbringing, I thought that being tough was the only thing that was important. It's all about respect. Don't disrespect me. Protective audio. I'm from the west side, blah, blah, blah. Well, that was my mentality. And then I learned that I lived in the projects, man. The government owns the projects. Why did they create the projects? Then why do they call it the projects? Because it's a project. They put all these rats in one cage and see what happens. And it's like that, that kind of mentality. As I grew older, then I understood that. But I have some lifelong friends that I grew up with, and I'm not diminishing that, but I'm saying that I grew up rough, man. It was really, really rough. I've seen people get shot. I've been in a gunfight. I mean, it's bad. But I'm beyond that now. I've evolved and I've grown to be a better person. And I used to have a lot of anger issues, and used to get in fights all the time. And now I'm not about that, man. I'm trying to, and that's why when bad things happen in my life, I think back, like, you know what, man, this is probably payback from that, or and that not that it is that way. I'm just saying sometimes I think that, and I don't always want to accept when good things happen. I'm like, okay, well, when's the bad things gonna happen now? Sometimes I think that way, but I'm trying to enjoy what I have and be in the moment, good or bad. And daily when I wake up, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm waking up today. I got breath in my lungs. My brain is functioning. I'm able to move. So I got to make the best of today. And that's what I'm trying to do. But I want people around me to succeed. I want people around me to grow. I just don't want to be broken in the process, and sometimes you're going to have to crack. Don't break, but you're going to crack, because people are going to take shots at you. People that you love are going to, let you down. And it's because they're broken as well. So, one piece of advice is, like, the people that are around you, appreciate them, but have communication with them. Talk to them and let them know what your vision is and what your expectations are, and ask them, what can I do for you and what can I expect from you? And even at that, that's not gonna make it 100 that they're gonna always look out for you, but at least you can gauge, how consistent they're gonna be, and how invested they are into your relationship. And then how much you could reciprocate that, or are they gonna reciprocate what you bring to the table? So either way, man, it's all about mental health. It's all about protecting yourself and protecting those that you love. And some people, like I said, they're gonna show their true colors. It's not always on their fault. Maybe it's habits they picked up from their parents, or not having parents, or people that have burned them. And hate won't fix hate, man. But what it does do is when you live your life and you don't make decisions based on emotion, you're logical. You're like, all right, man, this is what needs to happen in order for me to be able to move forward. And if this is not going to help me in any way, then okay, man, let's just nip it in the bud. All right, man, you can go your way, and I'll just deal with this on my own. And with all the people that turned their back on me or left my barbershop because of whatever situation they were going through, I learned that, and I was like, you know what, maybe I didn't do enough for them, so that's on me. But also, I didn't communicate enough, and I look at it and break it down and take responsibility for what I didn't do and what I did do, and then I learn from that, and I apply it to the new people that I hire. And that's called growth, and that's all, you know, changing your perception and not letting your emotions and be down. Yeah, there's not days when you're not feeling your best, but it's life, man, and you're just gonna have to muscle through it. So I'm gonna cut this close already because I'm here at the vet. I just gotta fill this prescription, and hopefully we can get it done real quick. But yeah, man, I just want to say thank y'all for all the support, and you know, I love you guys out there. No matter what, dude, no matter who you watch and who motivates you and what you want to become, just be the best version of you every day, man. Just you're your only competition. No one else is your competition. It's just you. And don't compare yourself to anybody, and because you don't know what they're sacrificing to be where they're at. You don't know how much love they have, how much, you know, pain they're going through. Some people cover up the pain. Some you know, some people just want you to see the highlights of them, and that's cool if that's who you are. But honestly, man, you got to be transparent so people can really see who you are, so you don't turn into a character, man. That's me. I don't want to become a character. I'm gonna share my ups and downs with you guys because hopefully it's gonna reach one person. That's all I need. Out of all the people that watch this video, I just need one person to be like, you know what, thank you, Joe. Thank you for helping me because I'm going through this and I'm going through that. And you know, you may not have the support right now. You may not be where you want to be, but trust me, man, I was homeless at one time. I was sleeping in my car. And I've had some dope rides, and I live in a nice house. I have a big yard. I have dogs and own my business. I've traveled all over the country. I've cut celebrities. I've cut athletes. I've done all that. I don't care about that stuff, man. All I care about is being the best person I can be and living my life in the now and making an impact on people that I care about. And that's why my school is going to be very vital, not only to me, but to other people in this city. Because barbers, we have a great responsibility, man. We can either make somebody feel great about themselves, or we can, you know, we can hurt people if we don't do a good job, you know what I'm saying? But we can also get in somebody's ear and feed poison to them, you know, go cheat on your wife, go do this, go do that, go do drugs, go blah, blah. We can do that as well. I don't do that, and I don't condone that, but I'm saying, like, we have that power. But we can also be there for people at their most vulnerable times, you know, whether someone has cancer, whether someone's sick, whether someone passed away, whether someone's getting ready for a wedding, someone's getting ready for a birthday, someone's getting ready for a vacation, someone's getting ready for a promotion. We're there for those moments. So, you know, barbers, we play a big role, man, and stylists and cosmos. But I'm saying, like, the hair industry is very important, man, and it's very vital to the soul. So hold yourself to a higher standard, man. Hold yourself to a higher standard and believe in yourself. So, all right, man, y'all stay blessed and y'all stay faded.